Well, good afternoon. How is everybody? Good. All right, good.
Sad.
I know, it's sad. Sad and what else? Angry and frustrated. And something we can't stand it now. We can't stand it. This is not an isolated incident, right? We've seen this all along. We've seen attacks on Hindu temples. 24 of the Hindu temples in the United States have been attacked, right? We have seen SB 403 that was targeted towards the Hindus. We have seen attacks in Bangladesh. Bangladesh atrocities are going on for decades now. Decades. Abducting Hindu girls, mistreating, abusing. There is just so much going on, and there's a ton of Hindu hate and Hindu attacks in Pakistan. So this is by no means an isolated incident. What happened in Pahalgam, atrocities that happened, this goes just beyond usual terrorism. You see terrorists come and attack indiscriminately to human beings. They just want to create fear, terror. But this was not the usual terrorist attack that you would normally see. What this was directed, an attack, measured, planned, calculated, directed at the Hindu community. These perpetrators who came and asked people's religion, they asked them to quote certain verses. They even asked them to take their pants down simply to find out what religion these people belong to. And when they saw that these were Hindus, they were murdered. And these horrible, inhuman people, they took selfies with the dead Hindus. That is the type of people we are dealing with. And when I became the United States Congress, I saw that there is nothing about Hinduism in the United States Congress. So one of the first acts that I did as a US Congressman was to form the Hindu, Buddhist, Jain and Sikh caucus in the United States Congress. And the purpose was to educate members of Congress. Now look, Hindu community practices its religion in a very peaceful manner. The Hindu religion is a very all-inclusive, very accepting religion. And Hindus practice their faith passively, quietly, and peacefully. Hindus aren't meant to be, the religion doesn't teach them to be aggressive. The religion teaches them to be all-inclusive. And a lot of times, some people look at this peacefulness, this quietness, this non-passive way of practicing our religion as a sign of weakness. And through that sign of weakness, Hindus get attacked all over the world. And that needs to stop. And that's why I am a strong voice in the United States Congress, being very pro-Hindu, very pro-India, yes, very pro-Bharat. Very pro-Bharat is what I do here in Congress, because Hindu Americans have contributed so much to this country, so much to our success, whether it is in space, whether it is in technology, whether it is in business or in academia. Hindus have done remarkable, and they have contributed to the growth, the success, economic success of the United States. At the same time, Hindus are not organized as a group. Many other organizations, many other communities, you see a lot more organizations. Hindus haven't been politically active often. That is one of the way of life for Hindus. They do their things. They do their karma, and they aren't politically active. They are not aggressive people. They want to do good karma, help others in very much. But time has now come for Hindus to unite. Time has now come for Hindus to grow a political muscle, so that we can stand strongly when such atrocities happen. This particular atrocities, the Kashmir attack, happened while a sitting United States Vice President, J.D. Vance, right? He was there in India. Look at the daring of these people, how they dared to attack Indians in India, innocent travelers, tourists in India, while a visiting US Vice President was in India.
They're trying to send a message.
They're trying to send a message. Now, what does America needs to do? America needs to send them a message.
Yes! Thank you.
And that message isn't what the message J.D. Vance said. J.D. Vance said he was sorry about the event, he's heartbroken about the event, and then he's asked India to cool it down. Cool it down? At a time when 27 of India's citizens were killed in cold blood by this barbaric, inhuman terrorist? This is not time to cool it down. And that's not the message America needs to send it to these terrorists. This is not the message America needs to send it to Lakshar Taiba. This is not the message America needs to send it to the front, whatever front they call themselves as. This is not the message. The message really is that we are going to hunt every terrorist who did these atrocities. We must hunt every terrorist, no matter what it takes, no matter where you need to go, to ensure that they are punished, that they are caught, that they are eliminated. They need to be eliminated. We need to focus on eliminating terrorism all across the world. We need to focus on terrorism. It is not the time to cool it. This is not the time to protect those who are protecting the terrorist. Right? This is not the time. There needs to be an investigation. We have seen indications who supported this terrorist. We have information and indication about which country is supporting these terrorists. That needs to be investigated. America needs to partner with India to investigate these crimes, investigate those who support it. And if those who are supporting this crime happen to be a state, like a country, that country needs to be punished. That country needs to be punished with economic sanctions. That country needs to be punished with actions and strong actions so that they won't dare to support another terrorist attack anywhere on the world. So that's really my message to the United States administration, that we not going to cool it, we shouldn't be cooling it, India shouldn't be cooling this. This needs to be investigated. These perpetrators needs to be punished and eliminated, and that needs to be the focus. That needs to be in the same way as Israel is fighting hard against the terrorists. Israel is fighting hard against the terrorists, and India has every right to exercise all available means to address these atrocities. And I urge the Indian government to find these people, punish them, and continue to show a strong approach towards this, so such atrocities will not be happening again. My name is Congressman Shri Thanedar. I'm proud to represent Michigan. I'm the first Indian American congressperson from the state of Michigan. And I am just happy to be here in Congress serving my community, bringing federal dollars to Detroit and working on creating jobs and creating economic prosperity in my district of Detroit, which has suffered a lot. So, but I continue to remain a friend of the Hindus. I was raised as a Hindu, and I continue to remain a friend of the Hindu community. Thank you all for your passion. Thank you all for your activism. We need to continue to stay united, continue to stay together, and we need to continue to fight. Thank you all.